Mystic Michaela spiritual family. Welcome to Know Your Aura with Mystic Michaela. Today, special report, paranormal news. We are talking about news of today of a paranormal nature. Got my co-anchor here. Hey, Scotty.
Hey, guys. You know, we're thinking about this. I'm like, hey, should we do some like news stories?
Yeah.
You know, we never talk about the news itself. And, you know, we both came to the agreement. The news is terrifying.
It's really scary.
It's horrible.
The actual news is scary.
Yeah, I mean, I turned on the news, cable news network to see if I could find something, and I was just terrified.
It's really scary.
It's terrible. Yeah.
I've been saving that for my Substack, a lot of it.
You have been doing some news.
Right.
Yeah, well, the Substack's cool because you've been telling people the news before it breaks.
Yeah.
Because it's all in their aura.
Right.
And then you can see it, and then,
Aura news.
24, 48 hours, every, talking, what are they called? Pundits come on all these cable news networks and try to figure out what's going on.
Yeah.
But, hey, you can just read the Substack and you know right away. It's just in their aura color. But so we thought, because the news is so terrifying, why don't we just look at some paranormal news stories?
Less scary.
Less scary.
Yeah.
Fun.
We're at the point, guys, where paranormal news is less scary than the real news.
That's where we're at in life. That is where we are.
It's actually feel good.
Yeah. Paranormal news is feel-good news.
But feel-good news.
Yeah. And exactly. Okay. So I picked out a couple stories I found.
Same.
I think you picked out a couple.
Yeah.
And well, let's get into it. All right. So I picked out this one, we've talked about them a few times on this podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Ed and Lorraine Warren, very famous paranormal, demonologists, ghost hunters, whatever you want to call them. And they have the doll, the Annabelle doll, that's in their, I don't know,
their museum.
Yeah, in their museum. I guess they own it, or now, well, they passed, so I think the family now owns it.
Right.
But anyway, there's these two, one comedian and a YouTuber. Okay. So comedian, his name is Matt Rife, and YouTuber Elton Casty, I think. I think I pronounced those correct. So these two comedians decided that they were going to purchase the former house, the Conjuring house of Ed and Lorraine Warren.
It's the Conjuring house, or it's like their museum?
Their museum house.
You mean the museum house
with
the artifacts
from the Conjuring.
From all sorts of stuff is in there.
So they bought the house. Now you say the things that are in the house. Yeah. They don't own the things that are in the house.
Oh.
They're going to get their loan to them.
Oh.
They are on loan.
Like from the estate or something?
From the estate. So the family of Ed and Lorraine Warren, I think it's like the son-in-law of them or something, owns the materials.
Yeah.
But they're going to give them it on loan, these two YouTubers, for 5 years.
Okay.
So they get this stuff for 5 years. They're considered like the guardians of this stuff for 5 years.
Yeah.
Okay. And I guess these two comedians are going to, I think, turn the home into an Airbnb.
Oh.
Or they're going to give like museum tours of the stuff.
Yeah.
And I don't know what they're going to. I don't know what they're going to. I think they think they're being funny. I think they just think this is comedy.
Like, look what we did.
Like, look at us. I bought the Conjuring doll in the house.
Yeah, so many ideas.
I get so many ideas, and I'm this guy named Matt, whatever. And I don't know. I think these two guys are full of...
Have they done anything yet with it?
I don't know. The article just left off that they're going to make it into an Airbnb.
That would be
and give some museum tours. So I have to know, what are these guys' intentions? What are their auras? I want to know about these guys. And then I'm going to make the conclusion if these guys are full of it or they really are into paranormal stuff.
Oh.
All right, so let's take Matt Rife first.
Matt Rife, I've never like followed him, but I know that he's a controversial comedian who made his way on TikTok and was better for short form. And then I think he got a Netflix special, and he was like, the jokes were crossing the line, like about abuse and domestic abuse and like kind of like anti-woman sentiment. I feel like a lot of people had with him. Anyways, I don't know. I didn't watch it, but I'm just going to look at this guy's aura.
All right.
The second I looked at his aura, when I was like, I don't think he likes women. That's the first thing I got before I was like, wait, well, how do I know him again?
In a Jumanji way, or he just doesn't like women?
Oh, no. He just doesn't like women.
Oh, he doesn't like women.
Like, he, to me, so he's green and purple and blue. Okay. The blue is really shoved down. So when I see him, he's very actually insecure. And he's very, like, when we don't let our blue come out, when we're actually ashamed of it, it twists on us. It gets hijacked by the ego. And then it becomes a source of kind of like a petulant child within us. And I feel like that's him. Like, so anything that happens, he wants to make people cry or whine or, ooh, they're upset. Oh, I offended them. Like that really calls to him. It's kind of like, I'll make you feel the way I feel, like that, like disregarded or devalued or not validated or whatever it is. Like all the things he's actually feeling, he tries to put out there in his work. And then I feel like he's shocking on purpose in order to make people react so he can just kind of like laugh at them or laugh it off. So everything's like a bait. He's a baiter. He likes to bait. Some people are like that. He's green, so I feel like he has got some semblance of a vision. Sometimes I get things with people though where they're not that savvy. How about that? Like they're like he thinks he's smarter than he is, like that. And greens are usually pretty bright, but like you have to be self-aware to really unlock all your potential. And I just don't get that on him. So I feel like he's got ideas, but they're kind of like half-baked or whatnot. So I think he really did need his little partner, this Ethan guy. Elton. Yeah. Elton. I don't know. That one I don't know that much. Elton. I think he needed Elton to do this because he wants to make a splash. He wants to bait. He wants to like, oh, that would be cool. Like, and I also feel like this Elton, he wants now I don't know anything about these two. Right. Oh, wait, did you see me picture them together?
Yes, and the doll.
Hang on.
Yes.
Oh, wait, I got to see them together because I was going to say something about them together.
Yeah, I sent you the picture of the two of them with the Annabelle doll.
You did not. Where is it?
I don't know.
Okay, looking at them together, this is what I thought was happening. Yeah, he really wants anything about him, but that's what it feels like to me. He's like masculine, showman, like really confident. This is me. He feels like he's loud. He's not as famous, I'm assuming, as Matt Rife, but I feel like he has a presence and people know who he is in his circles and he wants to expand that. I feel like he's the one that Matt thinks, okay, like together we can do this, or, to me, Elton feels like he's got a lot of drive, a lot of ability to go through with plans, go through with ideas. I don't know how these two are going to get along, honestly. This doesn't seem like a real match made in heaven at all. Like if Matt is pushed off to the side and here you make your little TikToks about it and you're good. All right. Like that. Like, but do not tell Ethan what to do. Like Elton, can we just rename this guy Ethan?
Oh, Ethan. Okay. Yeah. His name is Ethan now.
Don't tell Elton what to do. And then he's like,
Ethan. You mean Ethan?
His name's Ethan or Elton?
No, it's Elton.
Oh my God, stop. Red Purple needs to be in charge. Okay. Anyways, that's what I'm getting. I feel like they have, I think they just made this decision really quick. I think it was.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I thought.
Purple's idea.
I agree with you. Because like this Matt Rife dude says he's like obsessed with the paranormal, loves all the Conjuring movies. That's why they bought this home. Well, this is my take. Unfortunately for these two, they're in trouble.
Yeah.
Because they're comedians, but the last laugh is going to be on them.
Yeah.
When this Annabelle doll does her thing and ruins their lives. She's ruthless.
Yeah.
The caretaker died,
I know we talked about that.
A couple of weeks ago,
Rivera.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, a few weeks ago, the caretaker died. Those crazy, anywhere this doll goes, things happen.
Right.
I don't even like talking about this.
Right.
This thing. Still not scarier than the news, the regular news. But these guys, they're in for it.
But that's what they wanted. They wanted everybody to be like, oh, you guys are going to be in for it. They wanted your reaction.
That's what they want. Yeah.
And I feel like, I don't know. It's just, are they into it? I feel like Red Purple guy is maybe a little bit more into it.
Yeah.
I have to say than Matt Rife. Yeah. I think Matt Rife is just like, oh, attention. Cool. Okay. Like that.
Anything. Is it? I don't know. These two, I don't know who these, I've never heard of these people before today.
Yeah.
Are these two like wannabe, like Mr. Beast or something? Like, are they just like two wannabes that are trying to get YouTube famous? Maybe they are YouTube famous. I don't know.
I think everyone on YouTube's wants to be Mr. Beast. Like, that's like the dream. That's the goal.
Okay. So maybe, I don't know.
They're just trying. This is their angle.
This is an angle.
Yeah. I just don't know how. They don't feel very cohesive to me as a partnership.
Well, I'm going to tell you, I don't think it's going to work because the Annabelle doll is stronger than the two of them combined.
Yeah.
I don't care what aura color you are, do not mess with the Annabelle doll.
I do just randomly, and this isn't supposed to be scary or mean or anything like that, but Red Purple dude makes me really stressed out for his cardio health.
Oh.
And that is like a huge, like, I would say, it's a really weird thing.
You're getting a health thing on him.
A health thing on him.
All right, so if anyone knows Elton Castille, whatever his name is, please tell him. Tell him, hey, get that checked out.
Well, and also just
get the I don't know what it is. Yeah, heart health checked out.
Yeah, his system seems to run a little hot.
And it could be Annabelle's already messing with him.
Well, I mean, you don't want to go in with already a condition because I feel like a lot of these not so nice malevolent forces will take something that you already have going on and just like exacerbate it. If you've ever been around energy that's not good for you, what you'll notice is parts of you that are already your weaker parts get worse quick.
Yeah.
And that's because that's your Achilles heel. That's the thing that's the easiest for them to like infiltrate.
Yeah. And I do feel that these two are not giving this doll the respect it should have.
We'll see.
We're going to find out.
We'll see.
That could be another paranormal news episode.
Could be. Well, I have on the note of the Conjuring.
You're going to piggyback on this.
Yes, piggybacking on that. This is another news story of paranormal nature that just was just within a few days. So the filmmaker Michael Chavez, I don't know if that's how you say his name, but Michael Chavez, he's the director of The Conjuring Last Rites, which isn't out yet. But while he was filming it, he says that he lived through a haunting of his own. And it made a real believer out of him. And then he said that, he went in as this filmmaker, but he came out a believer in the supernatural. First thing, he was working with the family that I guess it's based off of. Okay. So he said they were honest, reliable, smart people. It was a wound that they dealt with. It was a jarring, traumatic event. It resonated with me incredibly. So that's the thing. So he was working with this story with these people that had touched that type of energy, and that can open you up for a lot of activity. Ooh. And so he says, this is a direct quote. While shooting in England, I swear to God, I was living in a haunted house. It was called the Old Vicarage. One of those places that doesn't even have an address, just a name. It was in this lovely neighborhood. And though I usually would go for a small place, I had my family with me. So we wound up at the Old Vicarage. It was called that because vicars, which these are kind of like people who work for the church, like think like priests or people like that, when they came to the town and were working at the church, would reside there. This place was probably a couple of 100 years old. So then he says that while living there, he had many chilling moments. His daughter's iPad, how like his kid has an iPad and they found a photo on it that seemed to capture a shadowy priest. And then he was hearing two men's voices upstairs when he was home alone talking. And he says he was really scared, but he searched one room to next and no one was in the house. And he's hearing, and then all of a sudden they just stop, and he says like, okay, he thought he was being robbed. That's how loud it was. He thought there were people in the house like robbing him or breaking in or something. Okay. And, but then he realized like, oh my God, I'm not being robbed, but this place has to be haunted because where else would that come from? So he says, I'm a total believer and I apologize for any other interview where I might have been dismissive or just tossed off an answer. It happened to me.
All right. So we have to know, the audience has to know, what are his colors?
He's green purple.
He's a green purple.
And green purples, they're very open-minded. And he's like a really like bright, balanced kind of guy, which to me means that he's expressing himself fully. He's doing these projects. He's in control. He feels good about his life, like all that. So he's in a good space like that. And to me, he would only approach, just looking at his I believe him. Because like looking at his picture, I feel like he would approach any project like, okay, this is a reflection of me, so I'm invested, like that. But not necessarily, kind of like, how like lawyers have to represent you, whether they believe you or not doesn't really matter. Right. Like he's like a filmmaker, so he's going to go all in. Whether he believes the story or not, he's going to try to deliver a good story for the purpose of just it being a good, project. But I feel like he is not one to believe what this is saying. Like he'd believe in people's reactions or their stories or their own narratives about it, but not necessarily how it happened the way you said it happened. Okay. See the difference?
Yes.
I feel like that he's skeptical that way without being closed-minded, but I feel so for him to say this is a big deal. Like he definitely had experiences.
I mean, I have a question just in general, like paranormal. Like, it seems like we're getting a lot of green purple, the red purple here with Elton, or whatever we're calling him.
Yes.
Are certain would you say aura combinations more attracted to the paranormal space? Like, we don't really talk about like a yellow blue going out there doing all these paranormal activities or investigations.
Right.
Although Tim the long-haired ghost under the yellow, that's true.
Yeah.
I don't know. Do you find like maybe like green purple seems to be a color combo that's attracted to this paranormal, or just any?
I think like purple's attracted. It also depends like how you're doing it. You know, like every aura color has their own ability to connect with the other side. I would say like if you're purple, you're getting everybody else's stuff too.
Okay.
You can more frequently be in tune to everybody else's stuff too. Whether, let's say, you're yellow blue, like you might just be getting, not necessarily, but like your own people or experiences. Does that make sense? So like, I think purples are more interested in diving into it like that. And then so a red purple would be like, how do I make money off this? Right. A green purple would be like, how do I make something visual off this? A purple blue would be like, oh, how do I talk and connect to this and make friends with it?
Is there any or a combo like pinks? Would they be into this or?
Pinks are funny. Like pinks and ghosts. Pinks and the paranormal.
They like to dress up the ghost.
And I feel like they would like to know its story.
Check out their outfits.
Yeah, they'd really enjoy like, what's your story? You know, they would like a good period piece ghost. Like, oh, you know, like Marie Antoinette is a ghost. Like, let's be friends. You know, let's.
They like the ghosts in like Disneyland.
Like Disneyland. Like the Haunted Mansion
like the Haunted Mansion ghost, yeah.
Yeah, like that. It's something that's classy and elegant and stylish, and it's an aesthetic, but not too scary.
Okay. And turquoises?
Turquoises, forget it. Yeah, they're totally into it.
They're totally into it. I don't want to leave them out. They get annoyed when you leave out the turquoise.
Well, purple turquoises are like purple blues. It's like, oh, let's know about it. Let's make friends with it. Let's explore it.
I don't know why. It just seems like green purple seems very attracted to this space.
They love that space because it's like there's a story there.
Yeah.
You know, and it's cool to kind of create with the story. That doesn't mean they necessarily believe it.
Right.
But they believe in the reactions or the after effects of something. But I think Michael believes it.
He believes it.
Yeah.
So he's a believer.
I believe that happened to him.
Or other two comedian characters, you know.
I don't know. Red Purple seems like he might, but he's just more interested in like
how he's going to monetize.
Yes.
Okay. All right, let's take a quick break. We got a couple more stories.
School is back in session. There's so many things to do once the kids get home. Sometimes all I have is a few minutes to even feed myself. Factor helps me eat smarter with tasty chef prepped meals that are dietitian approved and delivered right to my door. And now with more than 65 weekly meals made for how I live and what I like to eat, I've got even more ways to fit in a real meal wherever the day takes me. You know, I don't always have time to cook for myself the way I should. And Factor provides not just a ton of choices of what to eat, but also better nutrition. That's why 97% of customers say that Factor helped them live a healthier life. You can feel the difference, you know, when you eat better. I know I do. And no matter what your routine is, you shouldn't have to sacrifice how you feel inside and your own personal health that nutrition can give you. Eat smart at factormeals.com/KYA50 off and use code KYA50 off to get 50% off your first box plus free breakfast for 1 year. That's code KYA50 off at factormeals.com for 50% off your first box plus free breakfast for 1 year. Get delicious, ready to eat meals delivered with Factor. Offer only valid for new Factor customers with code and qualifying auto-renewing subscription purchase. Hey, Scotty.
Hey, guys. All right. I have another one. Much less scary. Than the news.
Yeah. This is way less scary.
Okay. Although this one could be.
This one's actually really scary.
This might be a little scary.
This one's actually, like, really scary.
Yeah. I'm hoping this one isn't true.
Okay.
I did get my source, by the way, is the New York Post, which is... Which is just a scary newspaper in general.
You just feel like you had to
I had to.
You have to.
Look, I was a history teacher for many years, and you know I'm all about credible sources. I'm all about getting your information from more than one source, or getting your information from the source directly. And like the New York Post doesn't really cut it as a great source. But anyway,
this is all over YouTube, though.
It is all over YouTube.
Yeah.
I'm sure Elton is trying to figure out a way to make money off that as well. Okay, so the title of this story is Rare Interstellar Object Could Be an Alien Probe.
Yeah.
Okay, so basically what the story states is that there is this is the size of Manhattan.
Wow.
Okay, this object. And it's an interstellar object, and it is zooming through our solar system. Okay. And basically it's going 140,000 miles per hour.
Wow.
I mean, is that, I guess it seems fast.
Seems fast.
Yeah, but in space I don't know, in space, because like space is like trillions and trillions and trillions of miles.
Yeah.
So I don't know how fast that is. But anyway, there's a couple of theories here. Some people believe that it's just like a comet. It's just like, it's just something in the universe floating around and whatever.
You're right.
But then there's this guy, Dr. Avi Loeb, who is a professor at Harvard, my alma mater. Yeah, I went there. You guys know that, right? I went to Harvard. And I did. I went to Harvard.
Okay.
See, now I've said it so many times, it's almost like I believe that I did.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, his theory is that it's not a comet. That most of us think it's a comet, but he's saying it's not a comet, and this is an alien aircraft.
Okay.
And it's coming right towards, our solar system, like our planets.
Okay.
The planets, our solar system. So he wrote a paper. All right. He writes this paper. He's got a couple of researchers that helped him out here. Their names were Adam Drow and Adam Hibbard.
Two Adams.
The two Adams. One Adam I couldn't even find.
Right.
So I tried to find like pictures of, because I wanted you to do aura readings on these guys. And I couldn't even find Adam Drow. So we'll leave him out of this for now. But we'll do Adam Hibbard in a second. So they write this paper, and basically, this is, and again, I'm getting from the New York Post, but the gist of it is that these aliens that are going to come, they believe it's aliens, and they have reasons why it's aliens and not a comet. And there's either two possibilities. One, they're going to come and they're going to be hostile towards us.
Okay.
Okay. And then, or number two, they're going to come and they're going to be friendly. And that's brilliant.
It's only that or that.
Yeah, it's only that.
Okay.
And look, I went to Harvard. This guy went to Harvard. That's just brilliance.
You're making fun of this. You don't believe this.
I don't know.
Okay.
Right now, I don't believe it, but we'll see. Okay. So this is why they think that this is going to happen. This is why Dr. Loeb thinks this is going to happen. So he's noticed puzzling observations. So I don't know what this means. We need a green person to decode this for us. Significant non-gravitational acceleration while at the same time having cometary outgassing.
That's it. I believe it.
What the heck is
I don't know. I don't know what any of that means.
I mean, there's certain, I go to Chili's, I get outgassing. So I don't know what this means, what's cometary outgassing.
So it's not acting like an object should in space. That's a comet.
I guess that's the theory.
It's not acting the same way as comets act.
Yeah.
That's debris or something acts.
Right. Right. It's not like. Right.
Maybe he's saying it's propelled.
And then significant non-gravitational acceleration.
That means that we'll just read the sentence.
Yeah, it sounds what it is.
It's moving fast
than gravity.
What gravity could do. So it must be propelled.
So you're saying like by going the 140,000 miles per hour, it's just too fast for a comet.
I know that's what I got from that sentence.
That's what we think Dr. Loeb is saying.
Okay.
And apparently it's got a good tilt to it.
Oh.
This comet / alien spacecraft, it's got a good tilt. Meaning like it's like tilted in a way that it's going to have an easy landing on Earth.
Oh, interesting.
Could have a very
How far away is it?
Well, they say it's going to get here on October 29th.
Oh my God, that's soon.
Yes.
Wait, something as big as Manhattan's going to hit us?
Well, no.
Because
no.
that would be bad.
No.
We should all be preparing.
Well, here's the thing. It's going to come into our system.
Oh.
And they kind of think of it like, I guess the theory is like it's scanning.
Oh, it's like scanning.
Like this alien, if it is an alien aircraft, what Dr. Loeb is saying is that it's scanning everything. So on October, now here we have a little bit of hope here.
Okay.
On October 29th, it's going to be like where it could see Earth.
Okay.
Okay. And then once it sees Earth, it could just do its like little, and then, scan it, and then like,
get all our measurements.
This place, there's horrible humans there. Look what's going on here.
The news is really scary.
Yeah, look, the news is really scary.
Right.
Especially this place right here. Let's take it out. And that's what, okay. But now here's the thing. On October 29th, it's possible that when this aircraft is flying over, that the sun is going to block us from the view of the aircraft. of the alien aircraft.
Right.
So the theory that Dr. Loeb has is that because it's coming on this date, it's gonna be it's like there's gonna be a blockage. Like the sun is gonna block the Earth.
Oh my God.
So the theory is it could just go right by us and never see us. Thus, the sun really helping us out here.
Oh.
Giving a lot of people melanoma, but the rest of us, are going to be saved.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Does. So that's the theory. The other theory is this dark forest hypothesis that I want to talk about.
Oh.
So the dark forest hypothesis claims that if we are found by this alien craft or any alien craft, that they are going to destroy us.
Why?
Okay. Well,
glad I asked the right
great.
question.
Yeah, you do ask the right questions. Okay. So it's based off the dark forest theory. It comes from a book, I guess, that proposes that the universe is a dangerous dark forest where civilizations must remain silent to survive.
Yes.
Fearing that any other detective civilization could be a threat and will eliminate them preemptively.
Okay.
It comes from this guy's novel, The Three-Body Problem. So it comes from a novel. But anyway, and the theory suggests that all life wants to survive above all else, leading any civilization that detects another to destroy it as a threat. So basically, what Dr. Loeb and his crew are saying is like, if they do find us, they're just going to eliminate us.
Wouldn't
they're not going to come
see them coming, wouldn't they know that we're coming up?
Wait,
they already know we're here then. If that
they're what they're saying right now is they're scanning.
If we see them, they see us.
Right, but we do have this possibility that we won't be able to see them.
Really?
Because the sun is blocking.
There's a hole in this. Because if you're intelligent enough to be in a probe that big, in a ship that big, you have like a map. Or you have some sort of GPS, or you know what's coming up.
I guess.
That's silly.
Well, I mean, I know this is from a novel, this dark forest hypothesis, whatever.
But you believe that one?
I believe it because...
You always say that.
Yes. If it was the other way around, and we had the ability to go to other planets, we'd wipe them out right away.
It'd be awful.
Like, all right, you're done.
We do that here. So.
Yeah, we already do that to ourselves.
Because what was it like in the 80s? You know more about than I do. Didn't they like do some signal into the universe or something?
Right. So that'd be stupidity.
Then they did that.
Yeah, that's stupidity.
Yeah, it's like, hi, it's like a dinner bell.
That goes against the dark forest hypothesis, or theory, whatever. That just be quiet. You don't want to be found. And I think the good news for us right now is like I think we're like in like a part of the universe where it's hard to find.
We're in no man's land.
We're in like a no man's land.
Yeah, we're out of the way.
We are like on the Hiawatha Road. If you guys, I talked about that road between Colorado and Wyoming. We are like in the Hiawatha Road of the universe,
we're out of the way,
which is great.
Yeah,
but according to this doctor, this comet or spaceship is coming, and it'll be able to see us clearly if the sun does not get in the way.
Okay.
All right. So I need to know from my alma mater, Avi Loeb, Dr. Avi Loeb, professor of science at Harvard. What are these guys' colors? Does he believe this? Is this nonsense? What's going on?
Well, I believe he believes himself.
Okay.
So looking at him, he's another green. He's green, blue.
Green, blue.
And green blues usually aren't like in it for to be showy at all.
Okay.
He feels like he really does believe this and he believes himself.
Right.
And he feels like I get with him though. How do I put this? This is interesting.
Okay.
Because I wonder if a lot of people do this actually. It's just something that just like dawned on me. It's kind of like if you're good at putting logic to something, can you do it for anything? Is kind of the thing. And then like it's believable or people believe you or you believe yourself. Avi Loeb to me feels like he can come up with a theory and then it's more like, how do I make this true?
Okay.
And then you lose sight of like, how you're not supposed to have that. You're not supposed to have a conclusion first.
Right.
In science, like you're not supposed, I don't know anything about science, but I know you're not supposed to have like a conclusion first.
Right. You do like you have the hypothesis first.
You have a hypothesis, but you're not supposed to like seek something with the end goal in mind that you want it to be.
Correct.
I feel like he might do that.
Okay.
Without knowing that. But I feel like he's also really good at backing up what he says.
But then he might have been doing this his whole life.
Yeah. I can see him just being like, well, I want this to be true, so let me make it true with facts. And sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't, but he sounds very smart no matter what.
He's a smart guy. Okay. And he is at Harvard. I think
he believes himself, and I think he I think he believes it, but I also think that this is like fun for him to come up with these things.
Yeah.
And yeah. So I don't know.
Yeah, and I guess
I'm getting a little delusion around it.
I guess the only reason why this probably is a story, and you said it was blowing up on YouTube or
all over.
TikTok,
like if you really search,
it's probably because he's got the Harvard title there.
Yeah.
Like if you said this was like professor at the University of Buffalo, I didn't go there. I did not go to the University of Buffalo. You'd be like, oh, okay. I mean, what does that guy know? But because he's from Harvard, I think maybe the New York Post said, they probably, I forgot if they said in big letters, from Harvard.
Right, of course.
And not University of Buffalo. But, okay, so, all right. And I couldn't find, like I said, I couldn't find the one Adam, but the other Adam I did find, Adam Hibbard. Easy to find. If you guys want to do this, you could do this too at home. All right, what do you get from him?
He's green indigo.
Yeah, it says this is what, like in his bio, because I actually looked him up on LinkedIn.
Oh.
He's a pianist.
Okay.
He's a composer.
Oh.
And he's an astronautical research volunteer.
Oh,
so what did Dr. Loeb say? Hey, Adam Hibbard,
he does this for fun.
I need you to look up some stuff. Help me.
Some people do smart things for fun.
Okay.
He's green indigo.
Green indigo.
Which is like, you just described a green indigo, basically.
Right.
He, to me... Again, interesting because I get it's a creative pursuit.
Mm-hmm.
This type of research is a creative pursuit. And again, he does not seem like a liar, this guy, at all. Neither of them feel like liars to me. But I don't know how do I put it? They have like their own ideas in their head and then they keep backing them up.
Okay.
Like that with their own kind of logic or science. And I feel like he's really creative at doing that too himself. Like finding nuances, or be interesting to read the article and see what parts are contributed by him and whatnot, and by the doctor, just because he feels more like creative or artistic the way that he's putting things in, and also like theorizing like what they want to do, what the aliens want, what the aliens' purpose is, and what our place is in the universe, and kind of bringing the emotions into it.
Well, we're definitely on, I think, an agreement that if they do find us, we're finished. We're toast.
Yeah.
I think
they already have.
Yeah.
So
okay.
I think we've already been found.
And it's just a matter of time.
I think there's interdimensional travel, so we wouldn't even see him coming.
Right.
And it's just something that we haven't discovered yet. But
so I'll put you out on a limb here. So it's October 29th. Do you think this is like the news is the regular news now? We go to the regular news. Would start saying that there's an alien craft.
I'm not worried about this one.
You're not worried about this.
Nah.
You don't think this is happening.
I don't think this is something we have to worry about.
I think the sun is going to black them out. So I think we're good. I think that also gives them a fallback. It's like, all right, well, yeah, but the sun could block this thing and it just scoots by and goes on and destroys another planet where horrible things exist.
Okay.
I don't know. All right. Verdict's out on this one, I guess. All right. What do you have?
Well, how this is something I found. And how I love the local news.
You do love the local news. I do have to say, the other day,
I
have to tell a little story. The other day, we watched WPTV, Channel 4 News here in South Florida. They cover the Treasure Coast and our county.
Yes.
So every morning they put up a little thing that says, send us in your morning moment. It's like a photo that you took of, like a nice sunset, a bird, whatever you want to photograph.
Right.
And Mystic Michaela here.
On 8/8.
On 8/8. And
sent in the photo.
She sent in this beautiful photo that she took. We were walking in the Cay one morning.
Yeah.
And a beautiful sunset and the Anahinga.
Yeah.
Anahinga with his wings open. It was a really nice photo, by the way.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
No filter.
And she sent it into the morning mode because I'm like, hey, why don't you just send in your photo? Because, they give you the email address to send it into.
I was on fire 8/8. I'm like, yeah.
And... we wake up and I think 2 days later,
like
next
Monday
day,
or something.
Yeah, I wake up to like a scream from downstairs, like, ah! And I'm like, what? I have it. It's like 6:50. We get up at 6:15. I'm like, what is going on here? I walk downstairs. She's like, I gotta show you this. And there is on the local news, her photo of the Anahinga with her name. I guess she sent it in from our business email, Mystic Michaela at Gmail, the Mystic at Gmail. And so the weather lady that's doing the broadcast,
Jennifer Carrera,
right, goes, Mystic Michaela sent in.
Thanks, Mystic.
Thanks, Mystic.
Yeah.
Like it was your first name.
Yeah.
And it was like, you would have thought, like, I don't know, you won the lottery or something.
I was so excited. Everyone, like, Bree was so excited for me. I mean, the local news is like...
You love the local news.
I've always loved the local news. It's something my whole life. Every time I go to any vacation, I like to turn on the local news where I'm at. And so when I saw this local news story,
right,
from the Charleston, South Carolina area, I got excited because it's about a local haunt, like a local haunting. And I think there is something so interesting about local hauntings. I think every little community has one. There's always like, oh, have you heard? You know, the urban legend or the tale or the things that all the teenagers do, you know, like that kind of thing. And most of the time they're not publicized.
Right.
But anyways, I found this and it was interesting. So for decades, people have shared their experience with this one road in I guess it's Summerville, which must be outside of Charleston somewhere.
Yeah, it sounds real familiar.
Summerville.
I think on our way up to Buffalo, we pass it.
Yeah, it's like a small thing, small place. And it's on Sheep Island Road, otherwise known as Light Road, I guess, is the road. And so it's a stretch of dirt road that was surrounded by overgrown trees and brush. And people were saying that they would see lights on there. And then there's a whole legend, like the origin of it. Back in the 1800s, this railroad track, I guess, once ran right through there. And according to local lore, the wife of a conductor would travel a nearby dirt road with a lantern every night at midnight to greet her husband with lunch as he passed through. So she has a lantern, right? And one night the woman was left waiting for hours. As it turned out, the train had derailed and her husband was not just dead, but decapitated. Apparently that's, you know how like these stories are always like a little extra.
A little extra.
And she was devastated by the news and never came to terms with the death of her husband. Hoping for his return, she would visit this spot every night to wait for her husband up until her own death. And she didn't even stop there. You can still see, if you travel down the road late at night, you would hear, the typical sounds of the forest and then just stop. And then I guess you see her light going along this road because there's not the railroad there anymore, but there's this road. And people say that if you stop on the road and you flash your car lights, the sounds would stop. And then a small ball of light would appear resembling a lantern moving side from side. And then some people say that the light would chase them. Like there's stories of it going over their cars or chasing them, or their cars don't start again. Witnesses have described the light as a small flickering orb. Some have said that it causes engines to stall. There's like shaking, their car shakes. And then unfortunately that road got developed. There was like a neighborhood put there. And so people couldn't like go down it anymore, but there were still reports of that lantern or the shaking or the whatnot.
Okay.
And I actually went on a deep dive and I found a Facebook post from Summerville from like 7 years ago.
Okay.
I mean, it was off a local news story because they were all upset that that road was being developed. So in the town, they were like, man. And then I was reading all the comments and there were tons of comments. And you can tell the people in this town had real experiences.
I would assume like if you live in Summerville, and it's not that big, right?
Yeah.
And maybe we have a listener that does.
Oh, I'd love to hear that.
So please tell us. I mean, if we had someone that traveled the Hiawatha Road, so we must have someone who maybe lives in the Summerville area knows about this. But I guess it would be like a rite of passage to go down like Sheep Island Road at night or something. Like the kids probably do this all the time, right?
Yeah. So I was looking at the comments, and that's exactly what was there. Everyone kind of giving their experiences.
Yeah.
Like this one lady wrote, it disappears and reappears hovering over your vehicle and causes it to not crank. I don't know if that means like turn on for a few and then it goes away. It was terrifying and fun at the same time.
Right.
Last time I saw it hovered over a friend's car. We sat on each end of the road waiting for it. And as we drove closer, it was as if it was riding on their roof. I mean, people were saying, I've spent countless nights there and I've seen it countless times. So hundreds of comments.
Yeah.
But guess what? And this was the news.
Okay.
Apparently, there could be a scientific reason for these lights. Okay. And it's not a ghost at all. So he even on KYA will tell you what's going on.
All right. What do they think it is?
Some researchers, seismologists actually, pointed to a possibility of something called earthquake lights. It's a rare phenomena where luminous displays occur in areas of seismic activity. And I guess they're lights caused by the release of gases from the earth or electrical discharges along fault lines. And many sightings of that Summerville Light coincide with minor seismic events that you wouldn't notice because they were too small to be noticed. But people would say like, my car was shaking. Or like there were electrical problems, which would mean like maybe the car stops working, and then the balls of light are like gaseous balls of light. And then also historically rail companies would replace a track, but they would never haul the old iron away or steel away. So there's heaps of steel probably under the earth there, which can make it even more of a conductant. Is that the word?
Okay.
And then I don't know. So basically they're like, oh, and then they're saying this is actually interesting though, because a lot of lay track or something, but they think that by following local legends of towns,
from most believable to least believable.
Okay.
And I think the guy who did the filming of The Conjuring, number one.
Yes, I believe him the most.
I think he's our most believable. Number two, I'm going to go with the Summerville.
You still
people.
believe it?
Yeah, I'm going to go with them. I believe them. I think there's something there. Then I'm going to go with the scientist from Harvard. And the least believable, this Matt Rife character, I think he's not believable at all.
Elton or Ethan friend.
And they're, unfortunately for them, they're in trouble. But don't mess with Annabelle. But that's my order. I don't know.
All right.
What do you think?
Well, I want to hear, just because I'm still like your local haunts, I think we should have a little thread on the Mystic Michaela Spiritual Family page and Facebook of what's the local haunt in your neighborhood that everybody talks about. I think that would be really cool.
And if you are from South Carolina, in the Summerville area, I can't remember exactly where that is.
I know, it's bugging you.
Yeah, it's really bugging. Is it like Orangeburg and that over there?
Somebody will tell you.
When you turn the 26 from the 95. I don't know. That's what it seems like. But yeah, please.
Have you seen
the
Summerville Light?
Have you seen the Summerville on Sheep Island Road?
I like that name. Island Road. Is that a good one?
The Sheep Island Road. Yeah, that's really cool.
All right. Well, this podcast is for you and about you, and we're so glad you spent some time with us today.
In the time it takes you to actually board a flight from Group 8...
Now boarding Premier Altitude Elite Club members.
You could have bought a Hyundai on Amazon. Visit HyundaiUSA.com or call 562-314-4603 for more details. Limited availability, pickup through participating Hyundai dealer in select markets.
This is your before and after story. Prepare for an incredible career in nursing. At Southeastern College, experience expert hands-on training. Learn real-world skills in our professional lab and simulated settings. And train for opportunities as a practical nurse, registered nurse, or career advancement with our RN to BSN program. At Southeastern College, your future is bright. Visit sec.edu to get started.